Hello everyone. So today I'll be discussing to you about the separation of mixtures. So let's just take for example that I have the following components. I have a salt water, a sand, and iron fillings, and I'm going to mix them all together into one beaker. So the problem is, how am I going to separate all those components individually from this mixture? So in the separation process, I'll be using a number of techniques such as magnetic attraction, filtration, and evaporation. So, for the first step, I'll be using the filtration process. In this process, I'll be using a funnel and a filter paper in order to separate the solid from the liquid substances. And then, after that, I'll proceed to the next step, which is the magnetic attraction. After I've separated the solid substances from the liquid, I'll leave the solid, which is composed of sand and iron fillings, to dry out in the heat. And then, after that, I'll be using a magnet in order to separate the iron fillings from the sand. And after that process, we now have separated the sand from the iron fillings. So, for the last step, we'll be using the evaporation technique. So in this process, in order to separate the salt from the water, we need to place the salt water into a container and boil it out until all of the water evaporates from the container and it condenses into a different container. And now we're only left with the salt particles inside the container that we've heated. And now, we have successfully separated the mixture, which is composed of 4 components, which are the following: the sand, iron fillings, the salt, and the water. And we have separated them individually using the following techniques. The first is the filtration process, followed by the magnetic attraction, and lastly, the evaporation.